I feel because of our culture, some men find it difficult to say I love you.
Mm.
And they'll say my father never said it, my grandfather never said it, and they're not the only time they will say it is when they are chasing the lady. When they are cutting, that's the only time they'll
Exposed.
say it. After that, it's everything plays up. But really is really communicating love is won by saying it.
I think it's a man's thing. Our brains just go into solution mode, and
Mhm.
then okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. Whereas all that she needs is just to have you hear her out, and she's good. In fact, I dare say that sometimes she has the solutions already. Like she has different alternatives, but she just wants to have you hear her out, and then she makes her choice.
When there's positive communication in a woman's life, you see that she becomes the best version of herself. She releases an hormone called oxytocin. I'm a medical doctor. I hear me saying a lot of things. So
I came ready
oxytocin,
for it.
and women find men that are grounded in religion more attractive than those that are not. Because it's like a higher authority. My marriage is 20 years plus, and I've
Wow.
interacted with so many people. For men, their work is their ethic, is what they have to. They put this on their shoulder that they have to provide for the house, and they don't want
Mm.
anything to tamper with that source of provision. And
Yeah.
if a woman is not working and the man is working, the man will be like, okay, let's see what we can do, what we can do. If a man is not working and the woman is working, like, what are you doing? How long are you going to be looking for this one? When there's a conflict, you see the man talk, say all the things that you're like, you're not even talking to me. You say you're tired from work, but now there's a quarrel or there's a miscommunication and you're saying all these wrong words to me. And that can really depress a woman some more. You have to communicate love more out of bed than in bed. You have to communicate love more out of bed than in bed, because when you do it in bed, the woman sees herself as if she's an object.
Mm.
Okay, you have feelings, you want to just get it done, and most men will do that. They'll just grab, they'll do it, then they slip off. And the woman like, okay, what has just happened? Three types of leadership in marriage. We have what we call the cultural. The cultural is in Africa, where the man is the head. He always wants to impose I'm the head, and then he speaks, she listens, he says, I'm this, just do this, and she does it. The other one,
I think maybe 12 months ago, I was a great communicator in my marriage. I don't think so. I had to learn, hear my wife speak, give me feedback, and then take that feedback and also execute. And when you were speaking about just listening, so listening to your wife speak sometimes is all that there is to it, right?
And communications really starts with you. Your internal communication matters on how you show up. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't allow your husband to be the person which is good, but you can't allow your husband to be the person that is responsible for your emotional well-being. On the flip side, some men are just like, what's the big deal? My work is my life and my ethic. If I don't go to work, how will we eat? So why are you complaining?
Yeah.
And then she feels even sad.
A story that Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo shared. I think his wife just put to bed in a foreign country, and he would have to travel back the next day or so. And he was thinking, okay, how's she going to survive? That she'll need a car and all. While Pastor Mildred was thinking, I just need my husband beside me to hold me, because I'm not going to see him tomorrow. He'll be traveling tomorrow. And then he dashed out, went looking for the best car to get, and got the car and came back and gave it to her. And she was like, what's this? I can't remember exactly how she responded though, but she wasn't pleased with the gift. So he was wondering, do you know what it meant for me to go out to spend money and all? This is me paraphrasing now. And then she explained to him that all she needed was for him to hold her and then just be with her because he's traveling out. So it's very, men and women are truly different entities, right? It's very common in relationships for the wife to want something, and then the husband is thinking about something else, and the husband wants something and the wife is thinking about something else. And I've seen that what bridges that gap is communication.
And in fact, words are stronger than physical. And that's maybe about maybe even verbal abuse, whereby the person is not touching you, but the words they say can break your bones, can dampen your spirit. And when a woman loves you, she will support you all the way. A woman can be submissive but not supportive.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have a client that I was saying before that was having issues with her spouse, and she was wondering, this guy does not really talk to me, and then I want to get closer to him. This is what I want. We are not communicating that much. I know he's working hard, but I find that when he comes back, he's just tired, he eats and he sleeps, and there's no communication. And then she went to talk to him, and he said, I see you. I see you've been trying and trying to accommodate all the things that I've been doing, and I appreciate you. I see you. I want you to know that I love you. She broke down into tears.
I apologize. I need to talk to you. I don't know. So maybe men can comment. I want you to comment. And are you the only one that misses that? My wife sometimes will have to show me, so you can't see my hair. I'm like, I'm sorry, but please go on.
No, you ask. And sometimes you can ask, do you want a solution? You just want me to listen. She said, oh, I just want you to listen. That's good.
Oh my God.
I said, I want a solution. Do you want the truthful solution or you want me to pamper the solution?
Oh my God.
And she said, give me the truthful one. Okay, so you know where you're going to. And if she said, I don't want any criticism, But the worst thing that can happen to a woman if a man criticizes her. Criticizes her character, especially. Saying you're always this. And people always say you're always this, you're always that, you never listen, you never understand me, you never do this, you are never patient. That is a woman's character. It really, 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 really causes a gap in the relationship.
Yeah.
Teaching men how to bring the best out of the woman with communication through coaching. So this is a work that I will give my clients. But because I'm here with Yakub, I'm giving all his audiences a thing that is normally paid for.
Amazing. You all better go down there and say thank you, Dr. Ayo.
So couples on their phone and they're scrolling. I say that, I'm listening now. Do you mean that I can't be on my phone and be listening to you? Are you saying I can't be on the TV and be listening to you? No, it shows disrespect to your wife's emotions. You have to listen. You have to be present, especially when it's something that hurts her. It's a different thing if it's just a banter. Oh, something was on the news. Tinubu said this, Trump said that, and both of you are just like, yeah. But when it's something that is truly dear to her and she wants to talk to you, then you put everything down and listen. The woman that is at peace in her body will respond well in bed. So you guys, the right affirmation matters. It matters. It matters. It matters. Stay in a nuclear family now, where it's just the woman and the children. And there's nobody to talk to. And she's just waiting for her husband to talk to her. Or she's waiting to talk to him. And some of it might be challenges, some of it might be our frustrations, and the man is like, oh my God, I just came home to rest. I just came home to rest. Or like those days where you have the communal way of living, that whatever she's going through, others have heard about it already, and she's not forgotten. So where am I going to? A man has to be intentional about having an open door for communication with the wife.
Fantastic. All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, The Diary of a Young Father. My name is Yakub Eilamese, and I started this podcast to document my journey into fatherhood. But today is going to be an amazing time because for the very first time, we'll be having not just a lady, not just a woman, not just a doctor. She is an embodiment of many things. And let me also add this. I had approached her one time to be my mentor, although she didn't say yes, but she has provided invaluable advice all through our relationship so far. So I want to say a big welcome to you, Dr. Ayo. Welcome on board. Please say hi to the tribe.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm very honored to be here. Very honored to be on this platform. I know everybody's working from far and wide. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this forum. I know you're going to gain a lot from here. So just stay tuned and make sure you watch to the end. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Ayo. So I'm going to introduce Dr. Ayo. I'm going to read her profile, right? And before then, suffice to say that Dr. Ayo is appearing on this platform because we are celebrating women in the month of March. So this is an International Women's Day edition. I think we're going to make it a thing where every time we have to celebrate women, I think we have about 102 Mother's Day in the year, but I'm just joking, right? But women are phenomenal entities, right? I just posted something on my socials, I think earlier today. We're recording this on the 8th of March, by the way, right? Posted, and I said, if all the men were wiped off the surface of the earth today, life will continue because there will be women who are pregnant with boys and girls and procreation will continue. But if all women are wiped off the surface of the earth today, life ceases to exist because men cannot procreate all by themselves and there will be no pregnant men, right? So women, you are just amazing beings. All right, so let me introduce Dr. Ayo. Okay, so Dr. Ayo Adenuga, MD, MPH, MBA, is a distinguished public health consultant and communication and capacity expert. Dr. Ayo is a person of faith, a wife and a mother of 3 teenagers. She inspires and equips leaders to grow and achieve impact in their personal and professional lives. She is the visionary founder of IEA Impact Consult. I'm sure you can see that, in her background. And she is a Maxwell Leadership Certified Speaker, Coach, and Trainer. She currently works at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai at the AMC as the AMC program manager. She's passionate about improving health outcomes and leadership skills for underserved populations through capacity building programs. She has a lot that we can talk about, but I'm sure as we delve into this podcast, you'll be able to gain 1 or 2 things. So we'll get into the meat of the matter. But before then, welcome again, Dr. Ayo. It's such a privilege to have you on the program today. Thank you so much.
I feel so honored. Thank you for all your kind words. Thank you. Today is International Women's Day, and I celebrate all the women out there for your resilience, for your strength, for your courage, for who you are. To everybody, even if you're a child, you're a girl, you're a woman, a grandmother, you are single, you are married, whatever sphere you are, I celebrate you. I celebrate you. It takes a lot to be a woman. Even a girl child, it takes a lot. So congratulations. You're among the people that keeps the board going.
Amazing. So while I was thinking about this, right, a topic came to my mind. So today we're going to be looking at the husband side of fatherhood, right? So, and we're just going to be talking about communication between a husband and a wife. And we want to just x-ray a few questions, and then Dr. Ayo, who is a communication expert, will provide insights. And I must tell you, it's going to be an interesting conversation. I am excited personally, right? And I know you would want to hear every bit of this. So we'll delve right into it. So Dr. Ayo, how does effective communication impact a woman's emotional and physical well-being?
That's a very good question, because we're all emotional beings. But the first thing that I will talk about is what is even communication. And people just feel communication is just talking. Communication is actually a two-way street. It is you talking and the other person understanding what you're saying. So it's a two-way thing. And communication is both verbal and non-verbal. And I like the fact that we are talking about a diary of a young father. Many people are starting their lives together. And one of the things when I was starting my marriage, I was doing counseling, and they said, oh, why are you getting married? And many of us would say companionship, trying to build the future together. But you find out that as people are going on in their life journey, they stop being companions of each other. There is no communication. That's one-on-one, that unity starts seeing people saying, I don't understand her, he doesn't understand me, she doesn't listen, I don't understand. And also, this is a very good topic. And what I really did put here is that communication is the bridge that connects two hearts. The invisible thread that weaves trust, love, and understanding. Communication leads to connection. Connection actually leads to loyalty. Loyalty leads to commitment in marriage and even in every relationship. Even people talk about communication being the fulcrum of success in both the corporate world. The same thing it is in the marriage. So it's important. So we are going now to how communication is important in a woman's emotional well-being.
Yeah.
What I want to say is, first, I'll start with the women. Communication starts with you. What do you tell yourself? Who are you? Because you have to be enough as a woman. When you wake up in the morning, the first person that talks to you is who? Yourself.
Yeah.
Not even your husband.
Yeah.
It's yourself. So what do you tell yourself every day per time? What is your identity? What do you feel? Who do you feel you are? When you communicate to yourself based on situations, based on events, it makes you emotionally vulnerable. So there's a triangle of communication. One is start with our thoughts. Second is our thought leads to what we say and what we feel and what we do. So in the morning, for me, for instance, I talk to myself, I do my ABCD, and I really say, I'm grateful, I'll thank God when I wake up, and I say thank you for this new day. And I talk to myself also to say, hey, you're made for more, this is a new day, I have a purpose today. And there's a verse in the Bible that says that I've spared you for a reason, so that I can show my power and that you can profess my word. So today is another day to honor God, to do what I know how to do best, to be the best version of myself. I am good enough. I have the ability. I'm audacious. I'll take action. I believe in myself. I believe in God. I'm courageous. I'm committed. So just say all those things to yourself. That gives you that good feeling about yourself. Don't say, oh God, it's another day, another wahala. Oh my God. And you start hissing, I come out of bed. Your husband is saying, oh my God, it's another day. Out there, sincerely, you are capable. You are capable. God has given you all the things you need to be the best version of yourself. And communications really start with you. Your internal communication matters on how you show up. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't allow your husband to be the person which is good, but you can't allow your husband to be the person that is responsible for your emotional well-being. So going back to how it is, what you tell yourself helps you to exude the right hormones. When you talk to yourself negatively, and it's nobody's fault, 98% of our thoughts as human beings, male or female, is negative.
Interesting.
But you have to speak life and the truth into yourself. And when you have negative thoughts, and you feel the negative thoughts, it makes you feel down, dejected, upset, not good enough, moody, and that releases cortisol. And you feel bad, and then you now do the things you don't want to do. And then you expect somebody else to help you, which is important actually.
Yeah.
So emotions is important in a woman and how she shows up. When there's positive communication in a woman's life, you see that she becomes the best version of herself. She releases a hormone called oxytocin. I'm a medical doctor, I hear me saying a lot of things. So
I get ready for it.
And the oxytocin actually helps you. It's a good feeling hormone. It's a hormone that makes you feel better, makes you feel as if you achieved a lot, makes you feel more of yourself. So that's why it's important for we as women to also communicate with God. right? Because even if you're feeling bad, and you open that Bible, that good book, that word of God, because I'm a person of faith, you also, I'll talk about that. And you're feeling bad about yourself, and God says, be courageous, don't be afraid, I'll help you, I'll lead you when you should go. And the Bible is telling you all the things that are positive about yourself. You feel good. You say, yeah, this is the report I should believe, and then you shut down the devil, you shut down the negative viruses, and then, so it's important. And I've just spoken about ourselves. Let me take a pause.
All right. Amazing insight. I like the way you steered this. And first of all, just show that the light should come from the woman first, right? And this also applies to men too. So you need to be your primary communicator, and what you're communicating with yourself has to be positive. Positive vibes always. My CEO will always say positive energy, positive vibes. Amazing. So let's go deeper, right? So can the wrong words from a husband contribute to stress-related health issues in women? We know that the wrong words can actually affect women and affect anybody generally. But now I'm talking about health, because everything that we're going to talk about today is targeted at the woman, so that men that listen to this podcast and also watch this podcast, they are able to understand how women see things and then be able to take action. So can the wrong words contribute to stress-related health issues?
The wrong words can. In fact, words are stronger than physical. And that's where you hear about maybe even verbal abuse, whereby the person is not touching you, but the words they say can break your bones, can dampen your spirit. And that's why you have to be careful. Women are emotional, highly more emotional. Men are more logical than women. But both of us need words of affirmation in our lives. A man is a companion to a woman. Sometimes because of hormonal changes, a woman might rightfully feel dull, sad. She has just gone through some stress, or she's breastfeeding, or she has just had a baby. There's some things called postpartum depression, whereby after all the happiness, I'm carrying my baby, you go through that labor, and then you come out and you just, after being happy, you just feel sad. Deep sadness that nobody can even understand. You know, mom should be happy, but she's sad. Hormonal changes. Or during a menstrual period, there are some hormonal changes. Or she's balancing work, life, the children, and trying to please the husband. And then she gets exhausted from that. So sometimes the right words from a man can help to boost her. Words of affirmation. How can I help you? Words of checking up on how you're feeling today. Even in between. Hey, I'm thinking about you. How are you doing? She might just want to talk. She might just want you to listen. Words of saying, I trust you. I believe in you. It matters to him. And many times people feel that it is when things are good that the woman needs the words more. No, it's sometimes when you are having conflicts. You find that people, they might not be talking. When there's a conflict, you see the man talk, say all the things that you're like, you're not even talking to me. You say you're tired from work, but now there's a quarrel or there's a miscommunication, and you're saying all these wrong words to me. And that can really depress a woman some more, and sometimes words matter a lot. Words of affirmation. And words of prayer, the fact that a man wakes up in the morning and sees his wife and says and blesses her and prays for her, it goes a long way. I was reading an article, and what it says is that even that women find men that are grounded in religion more attractive than those that are not. Because it's like a higher authority.
Yeah.
It's like a higher authority whereby a man is able to come and pray and speak life into the woman. It goes a long way, and it actually helps a positive mindset in the woman. The flip side is the negative. The negative thing, whereby the man, if he speaks negativity into her, some people say things that they didn't mean to, but like, oh, is this what you've just done? What's the big deal in this? Or the woman is trying to express herself and say, oh, do you know this is how I feel? She has thought about it a long time. I have a client that I was seeing before that was having issues with her spouse, and she was wondering, this guy does not really talk to me, and then I want to get closer to him. This is what I want. We are not communicating that much. I know he's working hard, but I find that when he comes back, he's just tired, he eats and he sleeps, and there's no communication. And then she went to talk to him, and he said, I see you've been trying to accommodate all the things that I've been doing, and I appreciate you. I see you. I want you to know that I love you. She broke down into tears.
Wow.
And she was like, thank you. And because even though he sees what she's been trying to do and he understands it, and that word actually affirms that she's not crazy or anything like that. On the flip side, some men are just like, what's the big deal? My work is my life and my ethic. If I don't go to work, how will we eat? So why are you complaining? Yeah. And then she feels even bad and bad. So yes, absolutely, I would say for sure that the words we hear really, really, really affects women a lot.
Wow, amazing. Thanks for that. Personally, I'm taking notes. Right? There are a few things that you said that I do, but no, I'm not here to brag. But we'll go on, right? All right. Thank you so much. So the next question, we're going scientific now, right? So are there scientific phrases, right, that can trigger positive emotions in women? I think you veered into that earlier. You said some things. Well, I want you to now, go in depth. And if possible, maybe you can give examples, right, of some of these words that have scientifically proven that when said can make women, have positive emotions, very positive emotions, and other words that can lead to terribly negative emotions.
Okay, so I'll say for sure that a lot of times words that have shown from science that have really triggered positive emotions are words that are personal to the person, that are character driven. So for instance, if a woman is doing something in the household or your life, and you see as a support, you could actually say, oh God, I appreciate you. I appreciate the support you provide to me. When you talk about, it's not just about, oh, you look so pretty. Yes, we want to hear that you look pretty. I like your hair. Yes, I hear that. I know that. But your hair can, your prettiness can go. But
is it that one? I apologize. I need to. I don't know. So maybe men can comment. I want you to comment. And are you the only one that misses that? My wife sometimes will have to show me, so you can't see my hair. I'm like, I'm sorry, but please go on. Please go on.
No, you have to see that as well. It's so important. So, but words that are character focused speaks to the soul of the person. So saying that I'm proud of the woman you are goes a long way. Who is proud of me? You are a hard worker and I see it. Your hard work is paying off. I believe in you. And maybe she's complaining about her work and you say, oh, you've done so many things before. You've done this, you've done this, you've done that. Yes, I believe you can do this other thing.
Yeah.
That is affirmation. That boosts so much oxytocin in the mind that, wow, you mean I can? Of course you can. And sometimes it might not just be words, it might just be listening. When the man listens and nods. Sometimes the woman is talking and the man is on the phone. Nowadays, the phone has taken over our lives.
Yeah.
That alone, that's action. I spoke about verbal and non-verbal. So verbal is, I appreciate you. Thank you for all the things you do. You're a woman of worth. Thank you for the things you do for our children. You are, good mom. Thank you because our household is clean, because of the things you do. Without you, we won't even be here. Thank you for the advice you give to us, or to me, or the support you provide to me. And affirming or appreciating a woman is very good because those are things you can't ask for. Right? There's some things, just like when we are working, we are salaried people. If you give me a salary, every month I'm expecting my salary. Your wife expects every month, maybe you are supporting to pay the house rent, you're supporting to pay all those things, food, things like that. It is a give in. But there are some things she would not ask for. And that's also at workplace. Nobody will say, oh, you didn't appreciate me, you didn't give me recognition. You didn't do the things I'm good at. So guess what? The things that is unspoken are the things that even boost the brain the most. Then the other thing is your body language. When she's talking, what do you say? Do you pay attention, look her in the eye and say, oh, I see you, I hear you, that must have been painful. Well, that is hard. So what did you do? So what next? Really? And she's like, yes, and she's talking. Men always say that I have to fix it for her. In their mind, they're like, okay, what do I have to say? What do I have to say? She has issues at home. She has issues with her mom. She has issues with her workplace. What do I really have to say? Not necessarily. She just wants you to listen and affirm her. And then when you ask her, so what did you do? Oh, I told them this. I just, oh, that looks like a good move that you made. I trust that. These are also this way. Oh, I trust you to have handled that well. Oh, yes, I did. Then she start talking. And then you ask, what else? A woman, so all this what else? She wants to be heard. She wants to be seen. So when you say things like, I see what you mean, I hear you. What else? What did you do? Oh, that's so hard. I can see you are really tired. All those things boost things. It makes you feel, oh my God, this man sees me. This man understands me. So all those things boost chemicals in the body system that helps the person to, even if you didn't give a solution, that she'll sleep well that day. And don't forget, a woman that is at peace in her body will respond well in bed. So you guys, the right affirmation matters. It matters. That really, no, it matters. It matters because everybody's love language is different. A woman's love language is affection and affirmation. When you listen, when you show affection, when you affirm her as a woman who she is, she would love you. A man's love language is different. He wants to, of course, be respected. They listen to you. So men want to talk without you responding back. Well, yes, you can listen completely to them. And then their love language is you being available to fulfill also their sexual needs. And they're happy with that. But a woman will not go that way that a man wants, except she feels loved. And when a woman loves you, she will support you all the way. A woman can be submissive, but not supportive.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I was listening to Kingsley Okonkwo speak this weekend. And one of the things he spoke about is the 3 types of leadership in marriage. We have what we call the cultural. The cultural is in Africa where the man is the head. He always wants to impose I'm the head, and then he speaks, she listens, he says, I'm this, just do this, and she does it. The other one is contemporary, whereby there's equality. The man brings this, the woman brings this, the woman feels I'm independent, I know what I bring on board and all. And the other one is servant leadership, where we come to serve one another. We come to love one another. We come to support one another. And that's the one that lasts the most. So communication is the man and the woman knowing what they bring on board, saying we are here to serve one another. And even when we don't feel appreciated, even when we don't feel valued, we still say, I'm still going to give my all because I've come to serve.
Wow. Super amazing. So one thing I like to do, well, I think it's scriptural, is to also judge myself, right? So as you were speaking, I'm judging myself. I don't think maybe 12 months ago, I was a great communicator in my marriage. I don't think so. I had to learn, hear my wife speak, give me feedback, and then take that feedback and also execute. And when you were speaking about just listening, so listening to your wife speak sometimes is all that there is to it, right? Because I realized that there are times that the moment she starts talking, I think it's a man's thing. Our brains just go into solution mode, and then, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. Whereas all that she needs is just to have you hear her out, and she's good. In fact, I dare say that sometimes she has the solutions already. Like, she has different alternatives, but she just wants to have you hear her out, and then she makes her choice. So awesome stuff. For the men on listening to this, right? I hope you're taking notes, and don't just take notes for taking notes' sake. Take notes to execute. Dr. Ayo has spoken about the bed aspect. So if you're able to touch some of these parts accurately, you may not have challenges right there in the bed. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. And I feel men a lot because I'm also my marriage is 20 years plus, and I'm interacting with so many people. For men, their work is their ethic, is what they have to. They put this on their shoulder that they have to provide for the house, and they don't want anything to tamper with that source of provision. And if a woman is not working, and the man is working, the man was like, okay, let's see what we can do. If a man is not working and the woman is working, like, what are you doing? How long are you going to be looking for this work? So the man does not want anything to tamper with the work at all. But when they come home, they are tired. Some want to just relax. They don't want to have any issues. They just want to just eat, maybe watch TV and, or read a book or pray, and then they want to go to sleep. However, that also builds a gap in the home. You're talking about communication, right? The woman has texted in the day, hello, how are you? I'm fine. And that was just all. And you come back, she's just waiting to connect with you, especially when she's not the type that has, we stay in a nuclear family now, where it's just the woman and the children, and there's nobody to talk to, and she's just waiting for her husband to talk to her, or she's waiting to talk to him. And some of it might be challenges, some of it might be our frustrations, and the man is like, oh my God, I just came home to rest, I just came home to rest, or like those days where you have a communal way of living, that whatever she's going through, others have heard about it already, and she's not so bothered.
Yeah.
So where am I going to? A man has to be intentional about having an open door for communication with the wife. You have to be intentional that even though I'm tired, I have to make sure that I provide that time for her to talk. And even if it's just you are listening, listen, affirm what she's saying. What did she do? What else do you have to say? Oh my God, that is so hard. I say, yes, it's been hard. And then, okay, can we talk more about it tomorrow? That way I can have time to have thought about it and I can provide you a solution. And sometimes you can ask, do you want a solution or you just want me to listen? I just say, I just want you to listen. That's good.
Oh my God.
I say, I want a solution. Do you want the truthful solution or you want me to pamper the solution?
Oh my God.
I just say, give me the truthful one. Okay, so you know where you're going to. And if I don't want any criticism, But the worst thing that can happen to a woman if a man criticizes her. Criticizes her character, especially. Say you're always this. And people always say you're always this, you're always that, you never listen, you never understand me, you never do this, you are never patient. That is a woman's character. It really causes a gap in the relationship.
Yeah. Amazing revelation. Amazing. I know that it's really a fast-paced world. As at this afternoon, well, it's 10:06 p.m. in Nigeria now, right? Yeah, I know this afternoon I was just thinking, about this entire communication thing, and it's a fast-paced world. Things are moving very fast. Sometimes we really just want to rest when we get home, right? There are times that I've started work 1 a.m. and then I finish by 4 p.m., right? Preparing reports, and also I really just want to rest. But I have now come to see that if I don't make out time for my wife, challenges will always come up. So this is a direct solution, and I'm putting out there for any man to adopt. So we had to create our special date night. It used to be Thursdays, now it's Friday. So no matter how busy I am throughout the week, we are looking forward to that Friday. That Friday we'll sit together, we'll see a movie, we'll gist, we'll talk about anything. In fact, I could even cook that day, just noodles. Don't loud it, right? Well, sometimes I could make other dishes, but usually noodles, right? Just make something so she relaxes and all. And then we also have a schedule. I have a daughter, Audrey. So maybe Sundays in the afternoon when we come back from church, I tend to Audrey so that she can also recharge, rest, just be away. So I think those are some of the things that we can directly implement to cushion the friction that we get from not communicating all week. So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yes. So the next question borders on mental health. I know that it is a tough world in business, in the business sector for women, right? I know it's a tough world out there. So how can men communicate love in a way that directly benefits their wives' mental health?
Yeah. How can men communicate love?
Yeah.
It's by saying it. It's just by saying it at every opportunity. And I feel because of our culture, some men find it difficult to say I love you. And they'll say my father never said it, my grandfather never said it, and they're not the only time they will say it is when they are chasing the lady. When they are cutting, that's the only time they'll say it. After that, it's everything plays up. But really is really communicating love is won by saying it. And then the second thing, that by knowing the character of your woman, everybody has a love language. What does she like? What are the things that appeals to her? Not what you want. What are the things that appeals to her? And that's by asking, how can I support you? How can I help you today? That is love. What are the things you are struggling with that if it's taken care of, you'll feel happy about it? And she'll tell you. So many times men have their own agenda. They feel they know their wives, what they want, and they will get at the woman will be like, this is not what I want. What is this? And then the man will get angry. I spent X amount of money on this prize thing, and then you're saying you don't want it?
Yeah.
That's not what she wants. And like you said, while men want space, sometimes women want support. And when they want to have that support, they also support you to achieve. Look at the most successful men in the world. You find that the women are so supportive and they are strong. The women are strong and they are supportive of their husbands. But you just ask it, because a woman can give all her being for the man she loves. And don't forget that there's a thin line between love and hate. A very thin, because it's the same emotion. It's the same strong emotion. But guess what? That's why a woman that is rooted in God stays in God. Because she goes back. A man also that is rooted in God, the fear of God helps them to be able to see the positivity. Because we do things that makes us upset, we do things that makes communication hard, we are going through things in life, but you just communicating as often as possible, saying, I love you, I see what you're doing, I see your hard work, she cooks for you, say thank you, right? And for women as well, your guy pays the bills every 4th of the month, say thank you. Thank you for paying the bills, thank you for paying the school fees, thank you for putting food on the table, thank you for cooking this food, thank you for making things agreeable to me. The same thing for the man. Tell the woman. Right? It doesn't have to be anything expensive, but women like words. If occasion comes and the woman does not buy a card for the man, he doesn't care, right? But a woman would care if a man even gets her a gift and does not attach words to it.
Interesting.
Because like, I won't say that word, I don't say I love you, you are doing this, you are that. She wants to see it because we feed on words. Even the Bible says that a man show affection that is due to a woman. Women respect your husbands. Men love your wives just like Christ has loved you, and show affection due to her. Affection is what? Affection, words, actions, hugs, touch. That's something else. Touch. Touch your wife, hug her, hold her hands. When you're watching movies together, sit together. Don't sit apart. So men will sit at 1 mile apart and they'll be on the TV and on the phone. They don't want anybody to come to them. No, you have to, you have to come together. And one thing I've noticed is you have to communicate love more out of bed than in bed. You have to communicate love more out of bed than in bed, because when you do it in bed, the woman sees herself as if she's an object. Okay, you have feelings, you want to just get it done, and most men will do that. They'll just grab, they'll do it, then they slip off, and the man like, okay, what has just happened? Even though she feels that, okay, I'm serving my husband, he uses it to relax, but does he really love me, or he just loves the activity? This can be anybody, anything. But when it's like love, it's more sacrificial. I'm going back to that because it's tied together in relationship. When relationships are broken because the man will say, oh, the woman is always tired, she always has headache, she's never available, but the romance has to start from out of bed by words of affirmation, by love, by support, by help. Then she'll show him everything, both inside the upper room. And then the support he needs to excel in his business. Support he needs, the frame of mind he needs, the atmosphere he needs to excel as a man, the woman will provide it.
Amazing, really, really, really amazing. As you were speaking, I just remembered a story that Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo shared. I think his wife just put to bed in a foreign country, and he would have to travel back the next day or so. And he was thinking, okay, how's she going to survive? That she'll need a car and all. While Pastor Mildred was thinking, I just need my husband beside me to hold me because I'm not going to see him tomorrow. He'll be traveling tomorrow. And then he dashed out, went looking for the best car to get, and got the car and came back and gave to her. And she was like, what's this? I can't remember exactly how she responded though, but she wasn't pleased with the gift. So he was wondering, do you know what it meant for me to go out to spend money and all? This is me paraphrasing now. And then she explained to him that all she needed was for him to hold her and then just be with her because he's traveling out. So it's it's very, men and women are truly different entities, right? It's very common in relationships for the wife to want something, and then the husband is thinking about something else, and the husband wants something and the wife is thinking about something else. And I've seen that what bridges that gap is communication. So we need to understand what our wives need, and the only way you can do that is to communicate. So that leads me to the next question. There is a man right now that will be watching this and wondering, okay, how can I improve my listening skills? I really want to try. I believe, and I'll throw a number out there, right? And this is just off my head. My CEO doesn't like me doing this because he wants everything to be proven. But I'll throw a number out there that 90% of men who are Christians, they actually want to please their wives, but some of them do not know how. Personally, I never saw my dad, all his living years and even dying days, I never saw him show affection to my mom. My dad never said, I love you to me, right? So, but because I grew up in church and around people who exuded how things ought to be, I sort of have an understanding, and I try. Well, the person who can score me is my wife, of course, right? But I think I try. And maybe I'll ask her after this, or when she's watching this, she'll tell me, okay, I think you try, right? So maybe, but I'll leave the scorecard to her. So a man is watching this and is thinking, how can I improve on my listening skills? How can I improve on my communication skills? What's a framework that you can give to that man so that he improves communication in his marriage?
Thank you. That's a very good question. And you guys, just get down your pen and listen. Okay, so this is the framework. Like I mentioned before, we have two things. We have the verbal and non-verbal communication. In communication, we have what we also have called active listening. It is a skill that has won people promotions in their workplace. There is a skill that has helped people to be successful, even in their homes and professionally. Being able to listen actively actually is a game changer. And active listening means, one, you have to be self-aware about yourself. What is my emotion right now? Right now, I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling everything. That means at that time, you can't even give of yourself. And so you should be able to tell your wife when she's coming with issues to say, darling, I really want to listen to you and understand you. But right now, my mind is not settled. Can you give me just 10 minutes and I'll be back to listen to you?
Wow. Awesome.
So it's not as if already in your mind, you are feeling you're not in that space. So you have to be self-aware because you have to lead yourself. What is my own emotional state right now? You are okay if taking a breather, you're now about to listen. Second thing, write it down. It's not about you. It's about her. So don't think, oh, what do I have to do? What do I have to say? No, it's about her. And that's where empathy comes in. Your frame of mind is looking, oh, my wife needs me. How can I be present to support her? So when she comes, hey, darling, I want to talk to you. These are that in your mind. You're like, okay, what's it about? That's the agenda. That's the agenda. What is she wanting to talk about? And when she talks about it, you listen. Actively listening and paraphrasing. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Oh my God. You nod your head. Paying attention. Not being on your phone. I've seen some people, some couples on their phone and they're scrolling. I say that, oh, I'm listening now. Do you mean that I can't be on my phone and be listening to you? Are you saying I can't be on the TV and be listening to you? No, it shows disrespect to your wife's emotions. You have to listen. You have to be present, especially when it's something that hurts her. It's a different thing if it's just a banter. Oh, something was on the news. Tinubu said this, Trump said that, and both of you are just like, yeah. But when it's something that is truly dear to her and she wants to talk to you, then you put everything down and listen. Eye communication matters. You also look at her, oh yeah, and nod your head and paraphrase and say, you mean that? Oh, that must be hard. So what did you do? So that is the options, the obstacles. So A is what's the agenda, what she's talking about. O is what are the obstacles, what are the things that prevented you. So what happened, what were the challenges? Say, can you imagine when I went to the market, this person did this, or when I went to work, or can you imagine that my clients, after doing all the work, did not put out the money, or rejected it? Oh my God, that is hard. After all the things you've done, you must have found it difficult. Yes, I found it difficult. Then O, what are the options? You're asking her, but she's the one talking. So what are you going to do after now? I say, well, yes, I think I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Don't forget what I'm saying. She's already bringing so this is a coaching. I'm teaching men how to bring the best out of a woman with communication through coaching. So this is a work that I will give my clients. But because I'm here with Yakub, I'm giving all his audiences a thing that is normally paid for.
Amazing. You all better go down there and say thank you, Dr. Ayo.
So the other O is what are the options? What are we going to do? And then she can say, I don't know. Then you can now give her your own thoughts. Have you considered this? Have you considered that? So yes. And then it might even be the children. Like you say, oh, can you imagine this child? This is what this child did and everything. And then the P is plan. What are the actions? What are the plans? What are we going to do after now? So action, whatever she's talking about, she has named it, what's on her mind. She has said what's on your mind. And you say, what else? The O is what are the obstacles, are the challenges that you're facing concerning that. The other O is what are the options. And then the last one is what is the action we are going to take from here? So what are you going to do? Tomorrow, what are you going to do? So in her mind, she has spoken about all the issues. in her mind, she now has an action plan, options, and actions to do the next day. And she'll feel so relieved and say, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So that way, and a man will feel good because men want to provide solutions. So in that way, already you have the solution and she's happy and you can go, both of you go to bed that night feeling very happy with yourselves.
Amazing.
Yes, it's important. But men also and women, I want to say one thing because we are almost wrapping up. Your mindset matters. Always assume positive intent. Because many times we think in our minds, this woman has come again, she's wanting some trouble, she's going to do this. The woman is saying, oh girl, he's gone out, he's done this. Make sure you have your mind in one place. Assume positive intent, because what we think about, when we ruminate on it long enough and it's negative, it can make us feel bad, and then what we say becomes bad. But one of the things, I would say that I had a very rocky time in my marriage at a point, and I was like, I'm done. And I went for biblical counseling. One of the things that is in 1 Corinthians, that the words you say should provide grace, should not be hurtful words to either your husband or your wife, but something that is useful to them. I'll provide grace. So guess what? Your words has to be words that are not hurtful, but it starts with your mindset. So make sure that you always have a positive intent. Make sure that you have a right mindset, and then write all the positive things about your husband or your wife down. My husband provides for me. Sometimes he cooks without being asked. He buys things in the house I didn't even ask him. When I say, please do this, he's there. When I ask him to come and pick me, he picks me without me asking. And then because you remember all those positive things, even that one or two negative that he has done or she has done, it becomes minimal. And you can just say, if not for this thing, I would have just, But if you don't keep an account of the good things your wife is doing or your husband is doing, and say it out loud and write it down, the negative things will supersede in your mind. And it will make you angry with your woman. It will make you be embittered with your woman. It will make you misunderstood because you are looking from a negative lens. So your lens has to be clear and positive. And the only thing that can make it clear and positive is you writing all those positive things down about your wife or your husband. So those are the things, that I would say for you right now.
Spot on. So the final question so that we can wrap this up. So how should a husband respond during conflict to avoid emotional shutdown? So and I want you to discuss this from a woman's perspective, because men, they have their perspectives. I think I'll look for another doctor who is a communication expert and a man to talk about men's perspective, or maybe I'll just talk about it. But from a woman's perspective, how should a husband respond? So case in point, a woman has a very bad day, and for one reason or the other, she was unable to communicate that she's having a bad day, right? There is altercation happens, and it's already bad. How should a man respond at that point that things have gone sour, and then get things to cool down?
Yeah, this is a very, very good thing, because this conflict management and conflict would always happen in every relationship. And one thing I have to say first is, for even in workplaces, before you say one negative thing, you have to have said 5 positive things. Because you're putting it in the bank. So a woman and a man stays together already. Things are happening. Sometimes there's bias already that's come from the other day into the day, and there's conflict. You have to be able to pipe down things by giving positive affirmation. We've been talking about that. Oh, thank you today. You cooked that food. It was so nice. And I saw that you washed the bathroom. I saw that you picked up the kids. I'm so happy. I'm so glad you did that. Thank you so much. You say yes. Then I'll say, remember what happened yesterday? I was just thinking about it. And you say what you observed. I didn't like the way you spoke to me. But one thing I learned from a communication seminar I attended recently is 3 things. Number 1, your mindset. Always assume a positive intent. Always look at the outcome. What in this communication I want to have with my wife or my husband? What outcome do I want? And you have to keep it at the top of your head that this is my mission. At the end, I don't want to go to bed still being angry. I want to go to bed or go out of the house this morning on a positive note. That's number 1. But that's number 2. Your mindset. Number 2, having the goal in mind and not flinching from it. Number 3 is say what you've noticed. I noticed this. Don't say this is what. No, I noticed that you didn't park the car in the right place. I noticed you didn't. And there are very small things that makes people angry.
Yeah.
I noticed that you did not call my mom. I noticed that when you spoke this morning, you were shouting and everything. You say what you noticed. And you say how you felt. It's your truth. I felt, and say how you felt in your body. My heart, when you spoke that way, my heart sunk down. I felt sad. When you spoke to me that way, I felt darkness all around me. And that person can just imagine, you felt darkness. Or a man who just say, my heart was beating so fast. So people say that I had this sinking pit in my stomach. Remember that in all these things, you are saying what you noticed, how it made you feel. You cannot argue with it that, okay, you felt sad.
Yeah.
So now you're not attacking him. You said what you noticed, You said how you made it feel. And the next thing is what you want. I just want us to be happy. I just want you to be able to speak to me with respect. I just want to be able to pay our bills on time. If that's, for instance, if you say, I noticed that the house rent was due, when it's due and the landlord comes, I feel scared, my heart beats a lot, I feel ashamed to go out, and that all I want is for us to be able to pay. What can we do about it? I see that communication.
Yeah.
Then when somebody else is talking, don't try to argue about it. Don't try to talk back immediately. Don't talk to listen. I do it a lot, and I'm trying to help myself, whereby I'm a fast thinker. As he's talking, I know where he's going to. And before he finishes, I will start talking. I'll say, I know where he's going to. No. Or if he says something I don't like, or something I feel is not a truth about me, immediately I'm like, no, that's not the truth. Here's the situation. I'm like, just let me finish. And men don't want women to finish. I mean, the men just want women to allow them to finish what they are saying. Even if they're saying rubbish, even if they're lying, everything, allow them to finish. And then you say, okay, I hear you. And then you talk about, okay, what you just said. So don't go with a fight mentality. This one, and it happens to us, we are just angry because of our thoughts. I thought, I'm not going to agree. This man today, we're just going to trash it out. And the man doesn't want to argue many a times. And that's where you see men leaving. This guy just want to leave. And the woman will be like, no, we have to talk about this today. It's today. Every time we're talking about something serious, you're leaving. But the man just like, okay, this is too much for me in my mind, because their mind cannot multitask as a woman's mind can. Going back to conflict, sometimes as a woman, you can allow your man to take a breather. Sometimes you can say, okay, I'm feeling very bad right now. I'm already breathing, because you can see yourself breathe. Your heart is beating. Your mind is already feeling cloudy. You can say, can we take a moment, please? Just a moment for me to just take a breather. In that conflict, when things are getting heated, you can say, okay, please, let me just take a breather. I want to respect you. I don't want to say anything wrong. Can I just take a moment to just wind down?
Yeah.
But that's conflict management. You are self-aware. You don't want to say anything wrong. You're already seeing your heart beat. You're already breathing fast. You're already feeling, the way you feel. Everything is getting cloudy. Take a step back. Both for a man and a woman. Take a step back and say, and just remember, you love this man. This man means well for you. The man also, remember, this woman means well for you. She loves you. That's where you started from.
Yeah.
That's where you started from. So always having the positive intent. You are not in the marriage as competitors. You are not competing in marriage. You are there to complement each other. And don't forget, I heard this today. I know today I was in the Bible in a prayer group, and okay, I'll tell the story. Remember the story of the people in Babel, whereby many of them were saying that, okay, we're going to build this tower and everything. And the Lord looked at them and said, oh my God, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. The same thing, and this is God looking at those people that are trying to go against him. For people that are trying to go with God, the devil is looking at you and saying, this man and woman are too united for my comfort. Nothing they set in their hearts, if they want to do it, would go undone. So guess what the devil wants to do? So discord and unity in your homes through communication. So you have to always have in your mind that, number one, common language and unity is important in the home. And you have to pray it. You have to pray for unity, favor, affection in the home. Every time, look at it. Because guess what? The devil is there to destroy. He's prowling around to see how he can cause disunity. And the first thing is your mindset. Communicating to your mind, this man wants to do this man wants to do this, and then you start believing it. Because when you communicate something long enough, you start believing it.
Yeah.
So you have to block it. Write all the good things to your wife. So today, Jakub, you write 10 things about, in fact, 50. Start with 5, then you go to 10, then you go to 15 until you get to 50. By the time you get to 15, it's hard, but you can keep continuing until you get to 50. And you'll be surprised how many good things your wife is doing. So all the men out there, I want to charge you today. Today is International Women's Day. There's a day of love, a day of appreciation, a day of courage, a day of affirmation, a day of holding her hands and lifting her so she can be the best version of herself. A woman that performs at the optimum will make your life better, will make the life of the children better, and you get a return of your investment in her. So today, write words, write them down. What are they? Start from 5, you're going to 50. 5 good things about your wife, push to 10, push to 15 till you get to 50, and every day, you're talking about communication. And what are the every day, tell her one. Either through text message, or through voice, or through when she gets home. Every day for the next 50 days. I can tell you, she would love you.
Amazing, super amazing. So that's a challenge that Dr. Ayo has put out in the open now. So 50 days of affirmation. And I'm going to add something, add that physical touch to it, right? Hold her hands, give her a hug. I saw somewhere that men don't kiss their wives again. Well, don't ask me if I kiss my wife, but maybe I'll do a poll to find out how many men still kiss their wives. But make it a wholesome 50 days from now. I'm going to try and post something every day for the next 50 days. It's a lot that I'm committing to, but I guess I can have friends also help me too. Thank you so much, Dr. Ayo. This has been a super impactful 1 hour plus. Interesting. Thank you so much. For those of you who do not know, Dr. Ayo is a medical doctor, and she is also a public health consultant and communication and capacity expert. Dr. Ayo is passionate about teenagers and teenagers' moms. So what I'm going to do is, in the description, I'll put a link to her socials, and I'll also put a link to her YouTube channel. Please go ahead, subscribe, follow her, and then you can reach out to IEA Impact Consulting if you need further services. I'm hoping that in the nearest future, I'll get Dr. Ayo again on this podcast. Thank you so much. And if you've not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe now. Thank you, and see you next time. Dr. Ayo, any final words?
Final words from me is, you are more than enough. You are made to be more. For men and women alike, God has put us here to be the best version of ourselves, and we can do that together in unity. So I say well done and all the best.
All right. Thank you. You heard from Dr. Ayo. See you another time. Bye.
Bye-bye.